All right, let's welcome in Roger Stone right after this.
Here in Wisconsin, a state that just 3 weeks ago the media had written off. 3 weeks ago, the media said Wisconsin was a perfect state for Donald Trump. And as a result of tonight, as a result of the people of Wisconsin defying the media, defying the pundits, I am more and more convinced that our campaign is going to earn the 1,237 delegates needed to win the Republican nomination.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now, as promised, we're joined by Roger Stone, Republican political consultant, editor of StoneZone.com, author of The Clintons' War on Women. Hello, Roger.
Steve, great to be back with you.
Great to talk to you. All right, so your response to last night.
Well, that was an interesting sound clip. Of course, the media never said that Wisconsin was an ideal state for Donald Trump. Ted Cruz had the backing of the Walker-Ryan machine, the backing of the Bushes, the Romneys, the Ryans, the other globalist establishment Republicans with whom he shares all of his issue positions. It was Trump against the world in Wisconsin. I was disappointed, frankly, by the results. I think Donald himself put up a valiant effort, campaigned very hard. I also give huge credit to his children, his sons, Eric and Donald Jr., who worked very hard. Even his daughter, Ivanka, who has just recently given birth to her third child, was doing talk-in radio calls by phone in the Badger State. So despite a valiant effort, they fell short. Now, I don't know how this will change the dynamics going forward. I think Donald Trump still has to be heavily favored in New York, where candidly Ted Cruz is running behind John Kasich, both organizationally and in terms of affinity, I think, for the electorate in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and, of course, the big enchilada, California. Looking to me that those are the states where this nomination is likely to be settled.
All right, but you know, this result last night, 35%. You were on the show the other day, and you said that it'd be an uphill battle. He probably won't win. You predicted actually anywhere from 6 to 13 delegates. I think he got the low end 6 last night. But let me ask you, going forward, does Donald Trump have the ground game, the organization, the infrastructure, and is he planning on changing, or does he need to change his tone and become better informed on the issues? That's a lot of questions there, but what do you see as his chances of getting the 1, 2, 3, 7 now after yesterday? How much did they decrease?
I still think he has every possibility. I still think that 1237 is achievable. I do think that it's time to move into this trench warfare phase of the campaign, where you need to recruit to your side people who know the rules, who know the bodies, who know the leaders, who know the process. A campaign of inexperienced but enthusiastic first-timers and advanced men is not going to win this nomination. Trump needs help. I think first-rate help is available to him. I can't tell you, Steve, what his intentions are. I haven't spoken to him about it. I, as his campaign manager tells people often, I have no formal nor informal role in his campaign. I am merely a dedicated Trump supporter. So, yes, I do think he has to change it up. I was very encouraged today to hear that he's going to make a series of policy speeches along the lines of his APAC speech. This has been a long time coming. I think it's an important part of what needs to be done. I wish he had done it earlier, but I think that's encouraging. It's impossible to say.
When you say he needs help, what kind of help does he need first and foremost?
The ability, first of all, he needs help in these primary states. I mean, the woman who ran his Wisconsin campaign previously ran his Oklahoma campaign. He lost Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Prior to that, she has no political experience or credential whatsoever. Why would anyone hire someone like that? I'm sure she's a nice lady. She's probably very enthusiastic. But what does she know of political organization and structure and how to win a statewide primary campaign? So I am hopeful that he will retool and better prepare for this phase. There's no doubt that he can still win. There's no doubt in my mind that he is still the strongest potential candidate against Hillary because of his fearlessness and his willingness to raise issues that Ted Cruz will not raise.
All right, let me ask you about these. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right, now the statement that he put out yesterday about Ted Cruz, Newt Gingrich has called that a mistake. And by the way, yeah, were you surprised that he did that? Would you have advised him to do that at that point, right after the results came in?
Well, I mean, what part of the statement that Ted Cruz was coordinating with his super PACs? I think that's a process issue that voters don't either understand or care about. Nailing Ted Cruz as the candidate, perhaps temporarily, of the Bush-Romney-Ryan faction, that is the truth. Ted Cruz will be dropped by the Bushes like a hot potato as soon as they use him to stop the rise of Donald Trump. So I will say two things. I don't know if Donald Trump will be the nominee, but I do know Ted Cruz will not be the Republican nominee.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. So you're talking about if they don't get the 1, 2, 3, 7, if there's no first ballot, second ballot, so you're saying basically Cruz is a useful idiot?
Yeah, I think he's being used by the establishment. By the way, they don't object to his politics, despite his rap. Ted Cruz is a globalist. Ted Bush is a Bush Country Club Republican. Talks a good game, but he was George W. Bush's chief issue advisor. He is George Bush's chief advisor on issues in his first year in the White House. Heidi worked for Condoleezza Rice and then for the U.S. Trade Representative Robert Zoellick.
Yep. No,
Ted Cruz, Bush through and through. So I understand a pose in politics. I understand positioning. But I don't think the establishment likes him on a personal level.
Roger, always.
I
go ahead.
I think he's being used.
Yeah, no, I think he's being used as well. Absolutely. Listen, I appreciate your time, sir. Thank you.
Take care.
All right, Roger Stone, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, Ben Stein. But first, this.